Here. Thank you.
Your summer of the Progressive AVP League is full of iconic places, and we start in one of them, Belmar, New Jersey, right at the mouth of the Shark River. Heading on out into the Atlantic Ocean along the edge, we have posted up all weekend long with excellent volleyball action, top shelf as we kick off league play for the third year in a row. We've come to match number 8, the final one here on day 2 and for the weekend. Brooklyn taking on San Diego. Bradford and Cory versus Budinger and Evans. Kevin Barnett alongside Olympic gold medalist Rich Lamborn with Cameron Irwin courtside. As we look first at the Brooklyn Blaze, 2 top rookies who enter this season with some playoff aspirations. They lost to New York yesterday in 3 sets, but the young Bradford, Derek Bradford, was impactful at the net with 7 blocks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he is big. He is nasty at the net. He is physical out there, just 22 years of age, and already making his presence felt in a big way for his squad.
6'9", not even the tallest person in his family, but he is looming large over AVP League play. Out of Northridge, California originally. Not sure where that hometown came from. Living in Redondo Beach these days with mom and dad as he embarks on this journey to professional stardom. Alongside him, a man out of not what is a traditional hotbed of volleyball, but he is at the beginning of it. Evan Cory out of Louisiana, 6'3", now 28 years old. Comes from a volleyball family. First used to go to the courts with his mom before getting a chance to start playing when he was just a youngster. Now he's a pro, and he's going to have to take on a couple of seasoned pros here in the San Diego Smash. The Olympic duo of Chase Budinger and Miles Evans beat LA yesterday in 3 sets. Budinger in the wind with 6 aces.
Yeah, he was very, very good. It was interesting to watch NBA playoff games with an NBA player last night in the lobby of the hotel. And looking to do something similar to what the Spurs accomplished last night here today on the sand.
Yeah, Miles Evans, he is the workman right there. He has manufactured a volleyball career out of nothing. 6'4", went to JUCO, went to Division I, came to the sand, went to the Olympic Games, and has won an AVP League title back in 2024. And he's been alongside this man in many of those accomplishments, Chase Budinger. 6'8", 38 years old. Now his second career is volleyball. He has excelled more than in his first career. Should be known primarily as a volleyball player and an Olympian out of Encinitas, California, and starring for the San Diego Smash. All right, the crowd has received their freebies. The sun is out, and our final match takes the sand. These teams have met twice previously in the qualifiers for AVP League play. The last was a smash, 14-16, 15-9, 15-12. The first was the Blaze, 15-13, 12-15, and 15-13. Is it the veteran experience of the San Diego Smash on the left, or the upstart rookie enthusiasm, the unbridled enthusiasm of Brooklyn on the right? Chase Budinger opens it up, and they'll work on Bradford, who will get a big and terminate ball number 1.
Interesting choice. I'm curious to see if that continues for San Diego, if they want to keep going after Bradford. I mean, he is, especially if that first pass is good as that one was, very, very difficult to stop.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's the right plan. Cory comes in hitting 0-8-0 in match number 1. He'll get the transition attack here off the net. Dug by Evans. Cory can't handle the return.
Right as we get underway here, the wind starts to whip up a little bit, which bodes well for the San Diego Smash, who are on the better of the two sides. Wind in their face. See if they can strike while the iron is hot, so to speak.
You know what I'm saying? A serve, there's a strike. And Miles Evans wants the crowd on his side. Coming off a 15 kill, 17 dig, 2-ace performance in that 3-set victory over LA.
Perfect placement right up the middle. A little right to left hook on that serve, but the next one misses.
Yeah, they vanquished a demon yesterday, did they? They've had their battles with Los Angeles. Lost the first set in deuce fashion, and then won 15-6 in the second, and then won in deuce fashion in the third, 15-13. 8 aces in total, and they held Hagen Smith, that offensive juggernaut, to .095, under 100. Oh, there's the San Diego offense. They're famous for that shoot set approach.
Yeah, Chase's ability to set this kind of over his right shoulder, very impressive and indicative of just how much the conditions have changed a little bit vis-a-vis the wind. We are switching on 5 points.
Well, David Brent there for you, vis-a-vis, AKA. Bradford up big, along with Budinger, who misses that one. How much of an intimidation factor is the reach and height of Derek Bradford at 6'9"?
Yeah, I don't know that it's intimidating to these guys necessarily, but it certainly is in your subconscious as far as altering, whether it's the proximity of your set, or whether it's kind of the angle of some of your shots that you've got to change. Yeah, they're
like that, perhaps.
Absolutely trying to slice off maybe a little bit too much there. Budinger just misses.
Yeah, these guys have done some battle. Of course, everyone had to play their way into the league or be selected as a wild card, and the battles that raged here were hugely impactful. Knocked San Diego, or what would become San Diego, the Smash out of the first qualifier. Did this duo of Bradford and Cory. Nice stab by Cory with his left hand. Pokey joust. Didn't go down, and that one's another error. So San Diego cannot find the court.
Yeah, some effort getting rewarded there on the side of the Brooklyn Blaze.
And some people in the stands are going to have to buy some shirts. All right, you got to get some merch. You can't just cheer every time somebody gives you the high sign or the get up. Let's go. Pick a side. Pick a fighter. Get some colors on. Maybe it's the Blaze as Cory misses that one. So this is the good side at the moment, where Bradford and Cory currently stand. Going to have the wind in their face a bit. Miles Evans, who himself has a deadly jump serve, is going to go float here from the side with the wind at his back. Bradford, big run up, high set. Evans with the read and the rundown. And strike to the corner.
Yeah, that is such a pretty contact. He keeps that arm high, knows it has to be to get up over big Derek Bradford, and just tucks it right in the line side corner beautifully.
Speaking of picking up merch and picking your team, pick up an AVP Gold membership. Gets you all access to everything AVP. Discounts on every ticket, every event, every season. You can save on Wilson balls for your own activities. Get access to seats early and come out and join us this season and watch the blocking of Chase Budinger, which has improved vastly in the last few seasons. You can compete in AVP events at every level and get everything that a gold membership has to offer. AVP.com is your place.
That was very close from Chase. Excellent move into the angle, inches wide.
I see Cameron Irwin talking to her microphone. She'll probably have a report for us soon. It may be on the margaritas and their relative quality here in Belmar. Cory in transition. No, right to Evans. Evans goes long. Another San Diego miss, but a touch called? No, ball is called in. That looked like it was long.
I think it caught some rope on the way by. Very, very close.
Yeah.
Not much argument, so I think Evan had a good look at it.
Yeah, Evan filled Derek in on the details. And we're tied at 6. To Cory. He's going to be tight. And he'll drop it inside of Chase.
That was interesting. Got maybe a little bit wider than Evan was expecting initially, but that worked to his advantage as Chase had to, that's right, chase him out to the left.
The vocal stylings of Rich Lamborn will be with you most of the season here on AVP League as that ball goes long. Seven apiece. Remember, we played a 15 here in AVP League play. Fast sets. You get one little run, you put yourself in a good spot to take the set. Bradford on 2. That's a developing part of the Brooklyn game.
Yeah, and I love that. As much as they can push that option play with Bradford, the better it is for the Brooklyn Blaze. Especially when he can be decisive like he was there.
So we'll see what happens now with Bradford with the wind in his face. He does have an effective and deadly jump serve. All the teams have decided that serving is a huge part of the game. In these sets to 15, you can really get on somebody if you get aggressive from here. Beautiful delivery, but a bigger block. There's Bradford leaning into the angle.
Yeah, that is an excellent move, just kind of dropping that right hand into the cross court at the last minute. Watch the lineup. Just piking into the cross court. Derek Bradford up big, up early, closing the door.
First stuff for the one-time Royal High School volleyball player.
A factory.
Yeah, lots of
excellent volleyball players
back in the day. This one will go to Budinger. Bradford up late, slaps one back. How about the second? No, it's a cross-court winner for Chase Budinger.
Yeah, good second effort there from San Diego to get a little tempo out to the pin, not give Bradford a bunch of time to reload and get up. You see that deep squat, reading the shot on the first one, but has to kind of shuffle. Gets caught before he's fully ready. That one's over.
Yeah, a good lead up there. Budinger sprinting to get to the top. That's not going to count as an ace. That'll be an overpass and a kill. Budinger actually set the record yesterday. We had a bunch of records set yesterday for aces in a match. It used to be 5. Both Smith and Budinger had 6. And I think, if I remember correctly earlier today, we had it broken again into the 7 territory by Matty Anderson. Budinger with another block. So both players have returned one. One apiece for the big man.
I like Derek taking that middle short ball, trying to alleviate some pressure on his partner, but then the set's just a little bit low, doesn't allow the big man enough time to elevate to his full heights. Budinger with the great block.
You have to use your timeout at some point here, and 10-9, just a single point advantage. The Blaze are going to use theirs. Cory, he of the blue nose, said he was looking for a little extra sun protection at some point when he's playing those long qualifier junior and lower level events when you're going all day into the evening, and tried out the blue zinc because he was wearing a blue hat at the time all the time. And that has caught on to the point where he played an indoor tournament, indoor beach, but he was indoors, and the promoter came over and said, hey, where's the blue nose, fella? He goes, what do you mean, we're inside? He goes, no, 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 that's your brand.
That's your brand, huh? The anti-Rudolph.
Yeah. All right, so both teams have been working on the blockers. If we go and take a look at the attempts, Chase Budinger with 7, Bradford with 6. Let's go down to Cameron Irwin. I knew she'd chime in.
Yeah, well, actually, guys, Chase just looked at me. He said, trickle ace right here. So a little maybe foreshadowing for you, Kevin Barnett.
All right, did he point at anything? Did he point at the fence? Chase fakes it, sets it. This will have to go on to Bradford. Yes. Oh, Cameron again on Lee Bradford. Not Lee Bradford, Derek Bradford.
Yeah, no, his son, right? You know, Kevin, I think what's interesting, considering Derek Bradford, is just the expectations, right? Everyone's been talking about this 22-year-old stands at such a tall height, 6'9". Many have said, is he the next Phil Dahlhauser? Does he have it in him as he goes for the block there? We talked to him about expectations. He said, guess what? No one's expectations are higher than my own. You kind of have to ignore the noise. But my question to you, it's our first chance of getting to see him. What are your guys' expectations just after this first week of play?
I would like to hear you do your best Derek Bradford vocal impersonation, Cam.
I don't think I have that in me.
We need him to get a win so everyone can experience the deep
bass.
Voice, yeah.
The Barry White of the AVP.
If it weren't for the rise of AI, he'd be doing a lot of voiceover with Derek. He and I had a conversation about announcing a few years ago. Certainly an opportunity to take advantage of his vocal skills. His offensive skills are cranking right now as his side is hitting 462 while holding San Diego to 200.
Question.
Ooh, a little step in there, speaking of offensive skills.
Thumping that one on, too, with the little spin move.
Chase looking spry and fresh. He's on the road. He's not having to do the moonlight feeding. Now 2 kids at home, he and wife Jess, starting the family. We're gonna need a report. You got 2 kids and a dog, maybe a goldfish. Jess will have to chime in with what the pet count is there in the Budinger household.
Yeah, those are easy though, because if you forget to feed them, they forget quickly.
13-12, Brooklyn. Slight advantage.
Just sneaking that one past. I like how Miles is staying aggressive. You know, we talked about, can the big block of Bradford be intimidating? Even if it is, you cannot relent offensively.
Good running stab from Evans. He'll need another. Cannot get it, so we'll go to a set point here for the Brooklyn Blaze.
Yeah, again, a little bit of width on the second effort, paying dividends for these teams. That'll make the blockers move. Chase and Derek obviously big at the net if you just let them line you up.
11 ties, 4 lead changes. This lead held by Brooklyn with Derek at the line. He's put an ace down before to win a match in this pairing. AVP League looking for a hero moment here in the first. Not against Chase Budinger. Not happening, and we'll go extra time once again. They already completed the women's side of this matchup. San Diego and Brooklyn. It's 24-22 in the first. Yarango and Rice with the win, and then in straight sets, 15-11 in the second with much less fanfare and excitement. We'll see where this overtime effort goes. Evans pops it high. Chase scoops it.
What a dig.
Yeah, Derek will have a tough opportunity here. Chase up. Cannot get a hold of it. A late decision from Budinger does not pay off.
That is fantastic all the way around. It was a tremendous dig from Miles Evans, an unbelievable set, great swing. But Derek with that dig and put away. There's a look at the overhand. And then giving his partner space in which to set. Excellent work from the Blaze.
One of the things that makes people excited, I think, about Derek Bradford and his potential is his attitude. He was willing to soak up information from anywhere, and that's fantastic already. But on the other side, too, he's a little bit like Taylor Crabb. Taylor Crabb will play volleyball in any form, in any way, at any time. It doesn't matter, including subbing in Seaside last year, a big tournament that's held nationally every year, and They had a medical retirement, still wanted to have a final. Wandering by goes Taylor Crabb, and he says, okay, fine, I'll play. Derek Bradford in that one as well. And Derek Bradford's the same way. He plays 4s, he plays 2s, he plays at Paradise Beach playing with 6s off a trampoline on the backside. Whatever you need to do, whatever form of volleyball, Derek's always looking to get something out of it, get some reps, and enjoy the game. Really loves being a part of the beach volleyball community.
And that's certainly something that endears you to the fan base, for sure. That is one of the many things that makes Taylor Crabb such a popular figure in the sport.
Yeah, where else would you get a game with a guy who's an Olympian? Taylor, it is entirely possible if you're at the beach and it's late in the day and you're lacking players but Taylor's around, you will end up on the court with him. Ending up back on the court right now are Brooklyn looking for a set point. Second opportunity to close this first set in what is becoming another good rivalry. You've got San Diego and LA. They like facing off, right? That's entertaining and fun, a little contentious. This could become much the same. Split their previous 2 meetings in the qualifiers. And oh, some violence for the officials.
We saw Brooklyn endear themselves to the referee in their match, just giving him a heads up about some potential foot faults. That is the way to not endear yourself to the referee.
Yeah, take a little shot here.
Heads up. Oh yeah, the rattler.
Yeah, bank shot. 2 contacts for the price of 1. Outside. Pokey! Is it going to be somebody's in the net? And that will be smashed now with a set point.
Yeah, that's one of those ones where I think you're just trying to do a little bit too much. The jump set, great if you get the blocker to bite, but if it compromises the quality of your set, not great.
No one's going to like that set. Yeah. All right, Miles Evans. By the way, it's much more exciting if we play on than if we just have a referee blow a whistle and we move to the second set. Sorry, buddy.
I don't disagree with that, but we do. There are standards to uphold. That was right on the line.
Brooklyn just kicked out right there. Last second. 1, 2.
The knee came up.
We keep going. 16 all. Run down. How about the put away? No, not quite. Oh, opportunity lost.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate. That's a tremendous rundown from Cory to his right with the offhand for him, his right hand. And then maybe that set just took him a little bit further to his left than he was expecting. He couldn't get that shot to crawl over the net.
Second set point for the smash. Short to Cory. On-2 option. Put through and down. Boy, keeping that ball high is Derek Bradford.
And that is a tremendous response from the Brooklyn Blaze. Good footwork from Evan Cory to get underneath that short serve and get it up high for his big partner.
So we've had 4 set points here in the first. Anyone who's with us for the women's match is saying we've seen this movie before. That ball is too tight. Reset from Evans. Cory with the dig. Opportunity. Taken this time. And the first set comes to a close. Oh, I'm sorry. I got really excited there. First set does not come to a close. It is 18-17.
Yeah, a couple of great scrambling digs, and that was a wonderful set. Again, from Derek Bradford pulling off the net. This time, Cory able to pay it off and push his team to a set point.
Yeah, now it's a set point.
The Chris Marlowe 7 deadly sins of serving is missing on set point.
Or any point.
Yeah, it's basically never miss your serve is what those 7 sins amount to, but set points extra critical.
Again on 2. Wrapping around that one is Bradford, so we'll go back to it. A 4th opportunity to close here for the Blaze.
If we get another look at the, here we go. Was this a forearm shiver?
No, he just got around the side a little bit. You were doing that off the sound. It wasn't a crisp sound.
It wasn't the cleanest of contacts from the big man, but that is the advantage of hitting from 11+ feet.
Well, he's back with the wind in his face. If he can get a clean contact here, perfectly capable of putting this one in the record books. or back-to-back service errors for Brooklyn will extend the set.
Yeah, and kind of twisting the knife on that, so to speak, is the fact that they're doing that from the good side. They want to take advantage if they can here and try and close this one out before the smash get a chance from the good side.
High ball crushed to the net. Option not taken. Cory powers it through.
Yeah, Miles is going to have a quick little look at the official again, questioning the quality of that set, but it was good. That is a fantastic scoop. But Evan Cory with a wonderful first contact on the deep free ball.
5th set point. Got it! It comes on a hybrid serve. And now the first set is over. Rich Belmar.
This time you are indeed correct, Kevin.
Yeah, we got a little more than even I was expecting in set number 1. 21-19. The youngsters come out on top. San Diego backs to the wall in the second.
AVP Beach Volleyball is more than a sport. It's an experience. And for just $59 a year, AVP Gold membership gives you all access. Ticket discounts all season, early access to seats, compete in AVP events, and big savings on pro gear. Get in the game and experience everything the AVP has to offer. Get your Gold membership today at avp.com.
Championship.
Drafted by the NBA and carried the AVP.
Just take a look at this iconic field.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
We have a huge crowd, overflow capacity. Here, a lot of players and people have been waiting for this moment in this place.
Ladies and gentlemen, I could not be happier to be right here, right now.
Blaze and Smash are quickly building a rivalry here as Evan Cory puts the ace down to finish another overtime set. This time on the men's side, 21-19.
Evan may be indicating, hey, good things happen when you put the serve in the court.
Sound like Carl McGowan there, Rich Landborn. I wonder why. Take a look at our stats through the first set. Another fine hitting performance turned in by Brooklyn here at 440. Rich, anything else standing out here?
Just how critical errors can be. Those 4 errors, just a slight disadvantage over the 3 of Brooklyn, but it kind of counteracts their win in the dig department, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, a lot of those errors came in a row, kind of a third of the way through the set or so for San Diego. A couple of missed opportunities for Budinger and Evans, both hitting them out the sidelines as we'll get started with the wind in the face for Brooklyn. So they will start on the good side here until the 8-point mark and then go over to the other side. That same hybrid again causing some trouble, and Derek Bradford picks up his second stuff block.
Really nicely done too, knowing that Chase likes to go to that crossbody shot, and that is kind of his quickest and easiest out. Bradford taking it away.
Is a scouting kill?
Well, yeah, that's just kind of good discipline in transition. You don't want to let players out the easiest way possible.
Budinger, much better approach this time and has some choices. Takes that out there.
Yeah, that's just basically a perfect shot from Chase. You can see Derek loading up, waiting for the shot, reading that the shot was coming, and indeed it was. Even Evan was moving in that direction, but Chase just too perfect with the placement.
Bad pass and an ace. Budinger, who had a record-setting 6 yesterday, puts one on the board there.
Yeah, he's kind of sneaky good from the service line as well. You don't necessarily think of him as a huge serving threat, but As you mentioned, the 6 yesterday and the one there.
Well, I said that's his goal this year, is become more effective from the service line. He's adding in the jumper, which has not been a common sight with Chase Budinger there on your screen. He of the red beard. He typically has done the standing jump float. Kira Valkenhorst? No, her partner.
Laura Ludwig.
Laura Ludwig, famous for that. That one is going to be a little long, but passed anyway. Oh, what a job done by Miles Evans.
Yeah, great contortionism, flexibility, but really good patience as well to let that ball find its way into the net. And Kevin, we will switch fives just to keep everything fair in the windy conditions.
Yeah, as the wind picks up, that has been the plan. Hey, 3-2. That one will not clear the cable. Of course, those trickle aces where it wraps around the cable and goes straight down are the best in the business. And very upsetting to anyone who played in the Arrow when the net was off limits. Enraging, triggering, upsetting.
PTSD inducing.
And that one's going to be wide left. Evan Cory been doing the work to become a factor. Kind of 2 years of heartbreak for him, including last year when he's alongside Tri Bourne. Thought, hey, I've really got a good shot at taking one of these qualifiers, getting in the league, and then Tri forced to retire from the game entirely with ongoing health issues. Won a couple times in other tournaments as Evan Cory. He's looking for some wins here in AVP League play. Bad pass. Chase does an excellent job staying out of the net. And then goosenecking it to the corner is Miles Evans.
Well, and note the trust from Miles Evans to kind of stay well off the net, give himself some space, trusting that Chase was going to be able to put that ball up in the air. And he was going to be able to still have some vision. Nicely done by the smash.
Check down by Cory. Good touch there by Budinger, who now will face Bradford. Cannot get him. Bradford finds the line.
Finds the sideline. That was a tremendous swing from Budinger from well off the net. A little bit disappointed probably as Evans. That transition set was a little bit below his personal standards.
Derek continues to be aggressive, and now we're tied at 5 here in the second frame. 10 kills, just 1 error, and has put up 2 blocks. Good game, good match so far for Derek Bradford. That's infuriating.
One of the sort of hallmarks of the game of Miles Evans is he's not afraid to twist the knife a little bit with plays like this.
Filthy.
Enjoys it.
You're definitely going to need a tetanus shot after that.
He can slice and dice you and then squeeze a little lemon juice in the resulting wounds. He's going to enjoy that.
Wow, just citrus on hand for the knife violence? Bradford. Into the wind and just long.
I wouldn't say that was a confident leave by San Diego, but it was the correct leave.
This is the one you both ask your partner to take and then
Yeah.
get lucky on. About an inch of sand there. On 2. Evans, excellent control. How about that set? Expertise on the San Diego side.
Just unwavering confidence in the hands there from Chase Budinger, and I love that he kind of brings the height of that set down to push the pace in transition.
First 2-point lead of the set. We have not had leads in this match much. 21-19 in the first. Blaze with the take. Cory takes that kill, going all the way to the left side to find it. One time. Outside hitter for Lincoln Memorial University. That's right, there is still an LMU in the world of men's volleyball in spite of the efforts of Loyola Marymount in their athletic department.
I would have guessed that that was adjacent to somewhere in DC. Not the case.
It's a good question. Yeah, as to where Lincoln Memorial is located. Chase sneaks that one through the cable. Maybe I meant to tell Cameron I'm going to hit one later on 2 through the net.
He telemarketed that one, Kev.
Thanks for being with us this whole time. Kevin Barnett along with Rich Lamborn having some word twisting fun.
That was excellent from Derek. Going high through the top of the Chase Budinger block. Didn't have a lot of room to that short side of the court.
Now here, I think if you can go from right to left, you might catch a little wind, right, Rich? It's offshore right now, almost crosswind.
Which means anything going towards Miles Evans is going to have a little bit of wind aid.
There you go, right down the middle. Trouble, tight. Cory could not get it. Evan Cory new to defending.
Miles Evans not new to quick arm swings, though. He got on that in a hurry.
So Evans and Budinger hold a 2-point advantage. Getting over 500, he'll take that as he pops it in. Nobody up. Evans. Looked like his platform didn't come together properly that time.
Yeah, they had schemed it properly. Just kind of revisiting that momentarily post-mortem.
Cory trying to wrap it in. Get an update on the numbers there for Evan Cory in terms of service. Yeah, he only has 1 ace and now 6 errors. Kind of an ugly number there. Richie, your team here, if you're the coach, you have 8 errors and 1 ace. What's your message?
Yeah, I think you have to take advantage of the situations when they're in your favor, meaning from this side, they're better. So we can kind of afford to be a little more aggressive from the north end, a little less aggressive from the south end.
Well, they're going to have to get more aggressive here if they're going to get a comeback in time. They are down 3 with just 3 to go for their opponent now. 12-9. Timeout, Brooklyn. I mentioned some of the iconic places that we're going to go in this year. Oh, the places you will go. We can rewrite that book and maybe send it to you. Aspen, Miami, Las Vegas, LA, and then we'll be on the New York side of things for a couple of weeks. Many of us are going to go and stay for that time and enjoy the East Coast in the heart of summer. We'll be headed down to Dallas, where we'll probably enjoy the indoors in the heat of the summer there in Texas before our Chicago championship rocks Oak Street Beach. Looking forward to another sellout as we had last year. The stands were full, as were the hearts of volleyball fans all over the Midwest as we finished up with the championship. Last year was Phil Dahlhauser and Trevor Crabb with the victory for the Palm Beach Passion on the men's side. It was the Brooklyn Blaze victory on the women's side. Denneberg and Donlin, who you saw in our match, were preceding this one.
You can pick up a copy of my upcoming children's book, Where in the World is Cameron Irwin?
Where are you, Cameron?
It's, you know, pretty fun under the umbrella here, actually, just listening to the Brooklyn Blaze timeout, and some of the conversation just was about trying to find the rhythm, and that's a nice shot there from Derek Bradford. He also said, we aren't making them play enough. So trying to create some of those extended rallies and forcing the San Diego Smash to have to make even more plays. Guys.
So Derek Bradford there was a very Phil-esque interpretation of how to hit a shot. High over and a straight line to the sand. That ball is called in.
Yeah, caught the baseline there.
Miles Evans has it measured.
Yeah, that's insight there from Derek Bradford kind of speaks to your earlier question about the serve to error ratio. They're aware of it, realize that they need to make San Diego earn it a little bit more.
They're going to have to earn a couple of their own here. Bradford thought about it way too far off. Clever shot from Evan Cory.
And that was tough. That was exactly what Chase was reading. Miles read it as well, and then it was just placed perfectly betwixt the two, Kev.
No word on whether Mom Laura Tucker ever had that in the toolkit. It was a nice looking shot. Shot to the outside, and that'll be right over the top. Nobody even remotely near it, and the Smash have some distance here in the second to close it out. Now 14-11 set point.
Yeah, Chase was able to get a little bit of a nibble from Bradford on the fake.
Keep your eye on that bobber. Chase into the wind for the set to send us to one more here in Belmar. Not the best contact, but a fine-looking shot from Evan Cory.
Yeah, going to a formation we saw for the first time from the San Diego Smash yesterday. The split blocking with Miles Evans at the net produced a Kong block.
Took 7 set points in the first for Brooklyn to close it. Here's the second opportunity for San Diego. Crosswind. Not much going across with Bradford to jump. Chase finds the mark, and we shall play 3. More volleyball entertainment for those here on the East Coast. It'll be a final set between the men of Brooklyn and San Diego. Won't you join us for the end of week 1?
AVP Beach Volleyball is more than a sport. It's an experience. And for just $59 a year, AVP Gold membership gives you all access. Ticket discounts all season, early access to seats, compete in AVP events, and big savings on pro gear. Get in the game and experience everything the AVP has to offer. Get your gold membership today at avp.com.
Championship.
Drafted by the NBA and came to the AVP.
Just take a look at this iconic field.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
We have a huge crowd, overflow capacity. Cameron, a lot of players and people have been waiting for this moment in this place.
Ladies and gentlemen, I could not be happier to be right here, right now.
It's going to be an exciting summer as we crisscross coast to coast. Right now we're on the coast of New Jersey, and there was about 5-foot healing surf earlier today. A little offshore breeze at the moment as the crowd gets pumped for one final set. Here in a return to Belmar. Been well more than a decade since we've been here. And the fans were ready. They hung in the cold yesterday in what was a blustery and unusual early summer day. Today it has felt much more seasonal, and we will head to a third set here. Brooklyn hit 440 in set number 1 and won. Hit 636 in set number 2 and lost. That's because the men of San Diego here, Budinger and Evans, they hit 750. Rich Lamborn, does something besides offense take this third set and the match?
Yeah, you would hope so. We hope to see a little bit more defense. I like the self-imposed edict from Bradford that we got to make the smash play. They've also got to come up with a little bit of defense, you would think. And as always is the case, the team that can make the fewest errors, I think, is going to come out victorious. Execution, the name of the game always, but more so in the third and final set.
Evan Cory will get us started. Right-hand side is Brooklyn. Left-hand side is San Diego. I'm Kevin Barnett. He's Rich Lamborn. Cameron Irwin will be along. If not before, definitely at the end to talk to the winners. Cross-court winner right there for Miles Evans gets us underway. What a turn it's been here in Belmar. We had all 3 setters yesterday. We've had a couple of 2 setters today, but we will finish with a third set tiebreak. And James Budinger finishes that one.
2 for 2 on the serve, sprint, and feasts. Chase Budinger.
Yeah, Chase Budinger collects another kill, and quickly it's 2-0. Nearly 3 on the serve. Instead, it'll be 3 there. Wow, you only have 1 timeout. Do you use it?
It might be a decent idea. A couple of loose first contacts on the Brooklyn Blaze, putting them behind the 8 ball a little bit early.
Will there be a side out? All signs point to yes.
I didn't know they were behind the Magic 8 ball, Kev.
Spell Ouija, as long as we're spelling things.
I know there's an A in there.
Miss serve, and 4-1 is the open on the good side for San Diego.
Can I have the language of origin, please?
Of use it in a sentence. Bradford well off the net, heats it up with success for 2.
That's where it's good to be 6'9" and wildly athletic right there when you get a short serve, the quality of the one we just saw from Miles Evans, and it leaves you no approach, but you can still hammer.
2 blocks apiece for each of the big men, and the service errors continue to be a problem for Brooklyn. That's going to be 10. Cory with the majority. He's missed 7.
Yeah, they need to batten down the hatches here a little bit. Too many mistakes in the early part of this 3rd set.
You just go standing float at some point here or what? Trying to find the corner, and does. Bradford, I've seen him execute a number of good shots. My favorite probably was earlier in the 2nd set when he reached up high, looked like he could attack, but he just 70%ed it on a line to the sand.
Yeah, little slap shots. A critical piece of any good offensive arsenal.
Well, but especially at his size and his length. It reminds me of Phil, say 2015, when Phil would hit a lot of that kind of mid-speed stuff that was just undiggable. It's not a shot, it's not a full swing. It's just a point.
Yeah. That is a full swing from Budinger on 2. Option play from the San Diego Smash that like to employ that quite a bit in their offensive regimen.
Yeah, Chase so dynamic. Option offered, and there will be the call that Miles Evans has wanted for some time.
Yeah, I think we heard that, right? It's about time. I heard correctly. That one did come out a little bit top spinny. No. You're in a difficult spot if you're the Brooklyn Blaze, right? Because you're trying to rein in the errors from the service line, yet you've also got to push a little bit, trailing by 4.
Well, pushing now is San Diego. Oh, nicely done to the right side. Miles Evans with 2/3 of that par excellence to go to 8-3 and a timeout called.
Très bien.
An incredible first frame of the 3rd set. 8-3. Now there is that timeout, and San Diego playing with ultimate confidence. So if you're Brooklyn, yeah, you're trying to find that balance service-wise. Is there anything else you can do on your side? What else can you control right now?
Yeah, I tend to think in terms of narrowing the focus, right? Not only 1 point at a time, but 1 contact at a time. Something that's eluded them a little bit in this 3rd set early is the quality of their service reception, that first contact. They are both extremely good offensive players, but as is the case with anyone, if they're scrambling, that effectiveness is going to be minimized. So let's focus on just making a good reception first, and everything else will kind of snowball in our favor from there.
14 kills, 10 digs for Chase Budinger's partner, Miles Evans. Another exceptional effort. There have only been a few double-doubles all time in AVP League play. Taylor Crabb has 5, no shock there. Miles Partain with 4, and now Miles Evans ties him in 2nd place with 4. Misses that one. On 2 goes Bradford.
Maybe this will be less than surprising, Kevin. I have at least 3 double-doubles a week.
I thought you were saying a sitting. That one is chipped over expertly by Budinger. The question is it okay to have in and out outside of California? That's the question.
Yes, there's never a bad time for a double-double.
Nine-4, Smash looking confident. And they missed the serve that time. Seems like the time is now if you're going to make a move. Bradford, he will stand and deliver here from the service line, backing way up.
Yeah, you've also got to convince yourself you're not going to get it back in one fell swoop, but we need to start chipping away at this lead that the Smash have built.
Ball a little tight. Bradford takes advantage. There is cut number one. Third block for the big man.
It certainly helps. That got a little bit tight. Even the high-flying Budinger can't get past the big wall. Well, Bradford, he tried to slice something sharp.
Wind in his face now. Ever so slightly, mostly crosswind still. He likes line to line. Here across court. Shoot over the top. Cory scrambled but came up short.
A little bit curious to me that after blocking Budinger, you go into Miles Evans, kind of ride the wind with your serve instead of going almost the opposite corner. 5-5.
Cory way off the net. That thing blew away from him.
Okay.
How about the craft of Evans?
Indeed, yeah. That's one of those confounders. It takes our up official an extra second to kind of think through what happened, but that was a tremendously heads-up play for Miles Evans. Have a look here. Knows it's going to be tight and just gets the wipe off the block.
He's a volleyball grinder himself. That was grinder versus grinder.
Chase Budinger right there.
Yeah, now another block. Boy, San Diego completely in control. Third block now doubled up. There's 3 away, the Smash. Smash looking to go 2-0.
Good pace on that from Evan Cory, but again, that initial contact just a little bit less than perfect.
Chase softly done over the top now, 13-7. Yeah, it's all over but the crying perhaps here in the third set.
Pretty stuff from Budinger. Watch him just kind of load this arm up. Very last second, just give it the platter of drinks shot over the top.
Bradford blocked. Cory runs it down. Second chance opportunity here. Blocked again, back into his own hat. That is insult to injury. 14-7, match point.
That's one of those surprising ones because it's such a good set from Cory. You don't really expect that diving towards the back line, and he puts up a perfect set, but Derek Bradford has no ability to have any vision, and Chase is waiting there for him.
Chase just sent Miles to the net for this final, perhaps final point here against Cory. He'll drop, scoop, and we're going spike to spike for the finish.
Little patty cake to close it out for the Smash. A little less than smashing, but effective nonetheless, Kev.
15-7 and a 6-1 run to close from the San Diego Smash.
They really stepped on the throttle in that third set. Played a tremendously clean final set. Great read there on that final point.
Chase Budinger is going to end with 13 kills. That's the last one. Let's go to Cam, who is with the Smash.
All right, Chase, I got to finish with start with the final point. You spike to spike. Did you ever have that in the game plan?
No, not at all. Sometimes it just comes to you and you got to take those opportunities.
A unique position, the San Diego Smash. You guys start the week, but then the final 3 weeks is where you're really going to be able to make a difference. How important was it for you guys to go 2-0 in Belmar here?
I couldn't really hear you. Yeah, it was very important. Like I said, that last year I felt like we didn't start off strong, so that we want to make it an important effort to come out strong, and that's what we did in week 1.
What about priorities into the second and third set? You dropped the first. What did you guys have to stay focused on in 2 and 3?
Yeah, I mean, we've had this situation with them already 3 times now, so we really just wanted to like outplay them or play the long game on them and kind of control the wind a little bit, our side of the net.
Awesome. Congratulations, you guys. Enjoy the win. Kevin?
Thanks for joining us.
Miles Evans throws 16 kills, 11 digs, and an ace, and his side dominates the final 2 frames to win 2-1. So on the weekend, San Diego go 2-2, men's side 2-0. LA 3-1. The Heroes once again, that was LA last year, Rich, came out strong. A little bit different form on the women's side, but same result.
Yeah, indeed. Their women kind of bolstering up the squad this particular weekend, but an excellent start nonetheless.
Brooklyn, tough start for them. New York with some work to do as well. We'll debut 2 new teams again next weekend in Aspen. We'll look forward to seeing you once again for more AVP League play. It was almost maximum volleyball entertainment throughout. We went 3 sets in the finale. San Diego wins, and we are on to Colorado. For Rich and Cameron, I'm Kevin, and we'll see you in less than a week's time.